What up, Dokkaners? We got a huge update to the summon point system, and I'm assuming that means new featured characters are going to be coming soon. So let's just go ahead and review the basics on what the summon point system is. Some of you guys may not have seen my video where I explain the summon point system. If you haven't done so, go check it out. I'm gonna put a link in the description, but I'm gonna quickly get you guys up to speed here. So before we even read all this, the summon point system, what is it? It is a way to earn something extra as you do summons. This is something that they designed specifically to get more people to summon more often. They know the dead periods, oftentimes people just will skip entirely. That's why they've included free tickets to entice you to summon, and now they've added summon points to get you to summon even more. Basically, up to 180 points can be earned during a new banner's release. And that all depends on if there's a discount. If there is a discount period, then you would be able to earn summon points at the start of the discounts and then after the discounts. Up to 90 points can be earned at the beginning, up to 90 points can be earned at the end. So 180 points total. Normally, I would recommend you guys do not summon after a discount period is over, not even for summon points. But some people have started to do that, which is completely fine. That's your decision. 300 points can be exchanged for a Dokkan Festival or Legendary Summon special ticket. And that's what these two tickets are right here. You can only use these as single summons. You cannot stockpile a bunch of these tickets to use them for multis. They can only be used as singles. Oh, I can actually remove this because they are now in the Baba shop. Okay. And so with these special tickets, you would then be able to summon on specific banners. So if you get the red ticket, you can summon on a Dokkan Festival banner. At this current moment, the latest version of the Dokkan Festival banner includes characters that debuted from October 2024 to May 2025. Dokkan Festivals. So this is the current list of Dokkan Festival characters that you can get. So with each ticket, you have a 1 out of however many are here, 12? 1 out of 12 chance at getting whichever character you want. And this is a pretty solid list when you consider a featured list for a Dokkan Festival banner. But again, not a multi, it is just a single. This is subject to change over time because obviously as we move forward and forward in the Dokkan timeline, this interval needs to, keep up. It can't stay at the same level because nobody's going to care about this in half a year, right? So this update is going to be announcing the latest change to this update. And same goes for the Legendary Summon Carnival. You got all these guys available from August 2024 to May 2025. When this first came out, I personally suggested that people save up their summon points. I don't think it was worth summoning then. Still don't think it's worth summoning for now. And we're going to go ahead and see if we were right about that call. Now, whether you did or didn't, it's fine. The point of this is to give players who are a little bit more casual a way to still be able to keep up with some of the characters that they've missed. So if you are a casual Dokkaner who tried to summon on Vegeta and failed, who tried to summon on the Daimas and failed, who tried to summon during the 10th anniversary and majorly failed, and then maybe you skipped all of these, this would be a great opportunity for you to have a chance at getting one of them. These guys will also be coming back as featured characters on other banners. This is not the only way to get them, but this is one way. And so that's how I think we should be looking at it, more so than just trying to keep up with this thing, trying to do extra summons, go out of your way to keep up, because I don't think it's worth breaking the bank over. It's something that if you are passive about it, I think you have the most to gain. Because if you do summon a lot, you probably have most of the characters that are featured. Like for a whale, this is useless. I gain nothing from this. For high-end dolphins, this is probably also useless. And maybe for dolphins, you might be like, Toon, I have 2 characters that I have to gain from this. Okay, now good luck trying to get one of those 2 characters, because out of the 12, there are 2 characters that you need. That's a 1 out of 6. You gonna get it? So, all right, so now let's take a look and read what's going on here. Starting from August 17th, an exclusive Dokkan Festival and exclusive Legendary Summon where you can perform multi-summons and summon tickets are available. So, yeah. In addition, information on upcoming lineups will become available starting from November 28th. That is when the next iteration of this Summon Point banner will be releasing. But information has been added, so we'll be finding out today. Summon points can be obtained by performing multi-summons with Dragon Stones. Yes. Collect summon points and exchange them for summon tickets that allow you to recruit characters who have appeared in summon events such as Dokkan Festival, blah, blah, blah. I have a couple screenshots for you. So in my baby summons that I did recently, by the way, go check out the summon stream. I had a really bad headache. I was very cranky, but it was still pretty fun. So this is what the screen looked like before I even started. So as you can see, I got over 10,000 stones. I had used all my tickets, or I think I was about to use my tickets, but still here, you can see summon points available. And it says here up in the middle, after Dokkan, perform a multi-summon to get summon points 3 times only. So this is what I was talking about in my little breakdown here. 3 times during the discount period, 3 times after. Since there's no discount in this particular banner, I don't think we're going to be earning more than the 90 that you can get right here. But that's, I mean, that's fine. And then like if we go back to the Broly banner, the Broly had discounts, right, for part 2 at the beginning. But then after the discount window went away, the lightning effect came back to the summons. And some people tend to fall for this because it looks exactly the same as a buy 3 get 1 free. But as you can see right there in the tiny fine print, 3 more multi-summons with summon points. There's no buy 3 get 1 free. Also up at the top here, it says perform multi-summons to get summon points. So you got to keep an eye out for this. Don't just click on this thinking you're getting a buy 3 get 1 free. If it's just for summon points, it might not be worth it depending on your, you know, financial situation, your stone situation. But that's what that looks like. And so now I have been regularly doing these summon point videos just so that I can keep up with it. And for those of you who truly want to keep up with the summon points, you too can, because it'll just remind you. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be getting another 90 for the baby one. Collect summon points and exchange them. I think this is just all the basics. Summon points can be obtained by performing multi-summons up to the 3rd one. Related summons, the amount of obtainable summon points differs between summon events. Yeah, so this is just identifying the differences. So basically they're trying to tell you read. And if you can't read, well, that's an L for you. But don't worry, I got you, because I'll tell you. So cool. How to use summon points. 300 summon points can be exchanged for a summon ticket or a legendary summon ticket. You got the strawberry or the glacier freeze. And here is what the current lineup looks like as we discussed earlier. October to early May and August to May 2025. In this banner, we did not get the mercenary Tao character, so he is most likely going to be showing up on the next one. Upcoming new lineups. Here we go. Dokkan Festivals summon point ticket schedule to include characters who are only available in Dokkan Festivals have made their debuts during the following period: March 2025 to September 2025. So starting November 28th of this year, we will be getting a banner that features characters that debuted from March to September. Sorry, I just almost choked. That's the GDC. Oh, that's the GDC and the Frieza. Now, I'm just going to tell you right now, we're going to have this exact same feeling every time this banner gets updated, because it's going to be including some of the most recent characters. And so again, it's kind of a trick. So keep in mind that while these characters are going to be featured, you're still only able to do a single summon, and that's going to be a single summon out of 12 featured. So don't think that your chances of getting a Frieza have now skyrocketed. You've just been presented a separate opportunity with still pretty steep odds, okay? If you're missing Omega Shenron, you have been presented another opportunity with steep odds. These guys will be featured on upcoming banners. Like, for example, the 11th anniversary or beyond that, these guys will be coming back. So this is not the only way to get them, but I just want people to understand that while this reaction may be justified, where you're seeing a banner featuring all 3 of these, it's not going to be the only one. And is that it? That's it. Let's actually check out the sacred timeline here and see. March to September, that gives us a lot. So March, yeah, the 10th anniversary is still within the March window. So that means the 10th anniversary units are going to be in there. So Goku Vegeta, Daima Vegeta, Kid Goku, Cell, Blue Kaioken, Hit. Tao is definitely in there. Tao is definitely in there. That's huge. Then you got the GDCs, and you got Gohan should be in there as well. Gohan, not Videl. Videl's not Dokkan Festival, and Frieza. So that is a stellar lineup. Okay, so I'm gonna have to update this. I am gonna have to update this lineup here. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then if we look at the legendary summons, same thing. Oh, it's February to October. Oh yeah, because we don't get these as often. February to October 2025. And that will include, oh, Broly, Super Saiyan 4, and Rose. So let's check out the sacred timeline again. February, that would be, I mean, yeah, that's still the 10th anniversary. So that would be all the 10th anniversary units. And then you've got Pycon, you've got Kale Caulifla, you've got Tien, and you got the GDC Carnivals, and then you got Broly. So yeah, that is also looking like a stacked lineup. Summon events with new lineups will be available regularly. The character images displayed in announcements may be different from the images shown in the character details page. Please note that the amount of obtainable summon points and event content are subject to change without prior notice. So yeah, this is just letting you guys know that in a month and a half, the banners will be updating. But does that apply to you? Well, it all depends on your summon points, and it depends on how much you've actually been summoning throughout this year so far. So let me actually go to my game, because I want to see I've been keeping up with the summon point stuff just for the sole purpose of knowing how much you can have at most right now. And I think it's like 900 something. 1050. So at this current juncture, you can have up to over 1,000 summon points, which means you can get at most 3 tickets. So again, while this is a great update in terms of personnel, remember, reality check, you are only going for a single summon. At this current juncture, if you've got over 1,000 summon points, you can exchange them for 3 tickets. So let's just say you are dying to pull Omega Shenron. He's a Dokkan festival. So you're going to exchange your 3 summon point sets for 3 tickets. That means each ticket single, you have a 1 out of, is it 12? Pretty sure it's 12, right? Well, I'm just going to assume it's 12 since this is also 12. So you have a 1 out of 12 chance. And you're going to be doing this 3 different times. You might get him, you might not get him. So this is not the only way to get him, by the way. You can get him on featured characters in the future. So with that in mind, I truly don't think that this is something that you guys should be like hell-bent on preparing for, because down the road, when we get to the 11th anniversary, I'm sure by the time we hit the 11th anniversary, the 10th anniversary LRs won't matter to people. The 10th anniversary, the blue Kaioken and the hit units won't matter to people. I mean, that's just how Dokkan moves forward, right? Every new character they iterate, they make them stronger. They make the newer characters flashier and fancier so that the older ones look less appealing, because they want you guys to keep summoning, keep spending money. So at some point, these older characters are going to have that same sort of loss in like pizzazz, right? So don't feel like if you can't summon for these characters, you're missing out, because this isn't the only way. This is just one update that is good for casual players, but that's cool. It's nice to see that this I will say, this I would say objectively looks better than this one, just because from start to finish you've got hype celebrations. Here you're starting off with a dud celebration. This is the October Dokkan Festival. That's the snooze fest. After that, you got a couple of, I mean, these guys are unique and they're cool, but this is still from very like dark times in Dokkan. This is peak Dokkan. So having a featured list that starts from peak and then ends with peak is actually pretty impressive. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on the current or the updated list of characters that are coming up next month in November. Are you guys going to be preparing to use your summon points for that banner? Do you even have enough? Do you even care? Let me know your thoughts overall about how these 2 banners are going to look in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.